For nearly half a century, the spacecraft known as Voyager 2 has been journeying through the dark, silent cosmic ocean beyond our home planet, Earth. Since its launch, it has steadily drifted farther and farther away, moving beyond the reach of the sun's warmth and light, venturing into the endless, star-filled void that stretches across the universe. Voyager 2 was never designed to survive this long or travel this far into deep space. Built with the technology of the early 1970s, it is simple and fragile by today's standards, yet it continues to send faint signals back to Earth, distant whispers from a lone traveler lost in the cold darkness of space. But recently, Voyager 2 did more than just whisper. It sent out a strange, mysterious signal that caught scientists completely off guard. NASA picked up something unexpected coming from the black emptiness between the stars, a signal unlike anything ever recorded before. It didn't follow any known pattern and broke every rule scientists thought applied to space communications. When experts decoded the transmission, they found a cosmic signature that shocked the entire scientific community. This signal didn't fit into any known map of the universe. It challenged everything we thought we knew about how space works. Voyager 2 was never supposed to be here at all, much less still functioning far beyond the sun's influence. Its incredible journey began thanks to a rare alignment of planets in our solar system. In the late 1960s, scientists noticed that the four giant planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, would soon line up perfectly like pearls on a cosmic necklace. This unique event, which happens only once every 176 years, offered a rare opportunity. It allowed Voyager 2 to use the gravity of each planet to sling itself farther and faster into the unknown. This method, called gravity assist, had never been attempted on such a grand scale before. Without it, Voyager 2 would never have explored the farthest reaches of our solar system. Years before its launch, a part-time NASA engineer painstakingly mapped the planet's orbits by hand. Thanks to this careful work, mission planners designed a trajectory that would send Voyager 2 flying from one planet to the next, gaining speed and energy with each encounter. Launched in 1977, Voyager 2 carried with it just 69 kilobytes of memory, less than what many smartphones hold today, and a transmitter powered by the equivalent of a small household light bulb. No one expected this humble spacecraft to ever leave the sun's protective bubble, but against all odds, over 46 years later, Voyager 2 remains part of the cosmic landscape. In 2018, it crossed the heliosphere, the vast, invisible bubble marking the boundary where the sun's influence fades and interstellar space begins. Voyager 1 had passed this boundary earlier, but Voyager 2's journey revealed that the edge of the solar system is far more complex than scientists had imagined. As it entered this new realm, it recorded strange and sharp changes in radiation levels, sensed unexpected shifts in the magnetic field, and detected unusual flows of plasma, the hot, ionized gas that fills space. These observations didn't match any existing scientific models. It was as if Voyager 2 had stepped from one room into another, only to find both rooms painted nearly the same color. Scientists once believed the sun's protective bubble had a clear, sharp boundary separating it from the rest of the galaxy. Voyager 2 showed them otherwise. The boundary is actually a turbulent, fluctuating frontier filled with magnetic storms and swirling plasma, a chaotic zone, not a quiet border. Voyager 2 even detected ghost-like pulses and strange radiation patterns seemingly coming from nowhere. Then came an even stranger finding. It entered a region of stable plasma but with rising levels of galactic radiation, while the magnetic field behaved unpredictably, breaking fundamental rules of astrophysics. This suggested that some invisible, unknown force was influencing the space environment around Voyager 2. It was as if something beyond our current understanding was shaping the cosmic landscape. Voyager 2 is powered by tiny plutonium generators that lose about 4 watts of energy each year. To keep the spacecraft alive as long as possible, engineers have shut down many of its systems. They expected sensitive instruments like the cosmic ray detector to stop working in the harsh conditions of deep space, but to their surprise, these instruments have continued to function far beyond their expected lifetimes. Voyager 2 stands as a shining example of human ingenuity and perseverance. It reminds us that even with limited resources, we can reach beyond the known, into the deepest corners of the universe. The new data Voyager 2 sends back from the farthest reaches of space could forever change our understanding of the galaxy. The edge of the solar system is not a calm, empty region. It is a place of violent interactions, where magnetic fields and plasma clash in unpredictable ways. The Sun's magnetic bubble is constantly twisted and squeezed by pressures from galactic magnetic forces and cosmic winds that scientists are only beginning to understand. Voyager 2 has proven that the Sun's dominance fades far earlier than once believed, challenging how we view our place in the universe. Beyond the heliosphere, the spacecraft is exposed to raw cosmic radiation, energetic particles from ancient supernova explosions that travel across the galaxy at nearly the speed of light. Without the Sun's magnetic shield, Voyager 2 is vulnerable to these deadly rays. Galactic cosmic rays can damage spacecraft electronics and pose serious risks to biological life. If humans ever venture beyond this fragile boundary, they will need powerful protection from these invisible, but very real, threats. Voyager 2 also reminds us that deep space is not empty. It is filled with bursts of dangerous energy and unseen hazards. On board, the spacecraft carries a golden record, a message from Earth intended for any potential extraterrestrial life. This record contains sounds, music, images, and greetings in 55 human languages, a symbolic bottle adrift in a vast cosmic ocean, carrying a message of who we are. Recently, Voyager 2 detected something extraordinary, a sharp frequency spike lasting exactly 2.4 seconds. This was not ordinary noise or instrument error. It was a repeating signal that briefly echoed in the silent darkness before fading away. While NASA initially suspected a glitch, some engineers believed otherwise. One even described the spike as an intentional signpost, possibly a message left by an unknown source. If Voyager 2 can still detect signals that defy all known rules, what other secrets could the universe be hiding? Voyager 2 has become more than a spacecraft. It is a symbol of human ambition, curiosity, and perseverance. Built by hand, programmed manually, and guided across decades by generations of scientists and engineers, Voyager 2 is a living piece of our shared history. It endures not because it was the most advanced machine, but because it was made with purpose and determination. Voyager 2 reminds us that exploration is not driven by wealth or conquest, but by the need to discover who we are and where we belong in the vast cosmos. Nearly 50 years after its launch, it still asks questions no Earth-based telescope can answer. It speaks of time, space, identity, and the boundless potential of human wonder. In the coldest, darkest corners of the solar system, where sunlight can no longer reach, Voyager 2 continues to whisper stories of courage and awe. It speaks from a place where silence is normal, yet its voice continues to break through the cosmic quiet. The latest message it sent was more than a scientific discovery. It was a tremor, a quiet hint that we may never fully grasp the mysteries of this vast galactic scene. Perhaps it wasn't an accident. Perhaps we were always meant to hear that strange signal in the dark. This journey is not just about space. It proves that humans can build, reach, and explore far beyond limits once thought impossible. Voyager 2's signal grows weaker with every passing year, and its power source is slowly fading. But before it goes silent, it has left us one lasting truth. The universe is not empty, and the edge of our solar system is not the end. There are still impossible discoveries waiting to be made, discoveries that fuel our imagination and inspire us to reach further. Voyager 2 shows us that the journey of exploration will never truly end.